All right, hey Titan family. As you saw in the subject line, this is going to be about some new scheduling that we are excited about putting into a trial basis at the beginning of the school year. I'm going to go through it right now and what it looks like and how it's going to impact our day, all for the benefit of safety and ease of transition as we get into this school year. So let me talk through it a little bit. If you go to this slideshow, which is part of the links in the email that I just sent to you, or you can find on our website, you go to the block schedule, and here we go. What is a block schedule? Many of us, I know I had it when I was in high school. A couple days a week we would have blocks of classes, which were normal longer periods that you would be with your same group and you would only have that class a couple times a week, but at a longer period. We were going to have an 8-period school day, which means you have about 10 different passing times in the hallway, and then 8 different times that teachers are cleaning those classrooms, and 8 to 9 different times when we are setting up a new Google Classroom stream, depending on each teacher. And so one of the ways that we're going to simplify this is we're going to go to 4-period days. Instead of 45-minute classes, we're going to have 90-minute classes, and these classes will meet every other day. This is a new thing for ML students and for the teachers, but it is also something that we know that we can manage from our end, and we know it will be much more manageable for our students. And the amount of things that they will need to carry from class to class will be reduced. The amount of times that teachers will have to switch our live classrooms over to a new Google Meet for the next group, that will be limited because we're only doing it a couple times a day. We also are going to require that after a class leaves a classroom that the teacher has to sanitize that classroom. So it's going to be fewer times that we're going to have to do that, which all leads to more instructional time so that teachers are not doing that at the end and using class time to clean, using class times to take attendance, using class time to start their Google Meetup and make sure that the people who are learning from home are on and can hear them. And there's less of that going on when you only have to do this a couple times a day rather than the normal 6 to 8 times if you are a teacher. It also ends up being a little bit more of a shorter school day because we don't have as many passing periods in there. All of this leads us to what we're trying to do with safety at Michigan Lutheran as we start our school year. And we're all excited about giving this a shot. Let me also tell you that this is going to be a trial for the first 3 weeks of school. So after Labor Day, and throughout the first 3 weeks, teachers will be discussing how it's going, what it looks like, how it's beneficial, pros and cons of keeping it past Labor Day. We are committed to doing the block schedule until Labor Day, and then after that, we will either revert back to an 8-period day because we believe that would be a better thing for our school, or we'll keep the block schedule and maybe even make a few tweaks and changes. And I've already got some ideas on how things may change in mind as we go through this. Things like if you don't have a class first hour, that you show up by chapel time rather than coming at first hour and sitting in a study hall for that. So that's a possibility. That may still end up happening. We're not sure that we're ready to do that at the end of the school day because there are some elective classes that are important that students stay in. Anyways, so let me show you what the block schedule looks like. There are 2 days, an A day and a B day, and those will just rotate. So other than the first day of school when we come, that Tuesday, well, the Monday for freshmen and the Tuesday for everybody, we're going to have kind of a normal 8-period day so that you can talk to every one of your teachers and on those kind of orientation days. However, starting on Wednesday, August 26th, we will be on the A day. And what that looks like is this, A day. You've got 1 period, then chapel, 2 period, 2nd period, and then some lunch time for the seniors and juniors. And at that time is when the 9th and 10th will have their homeroom. Then they'll flip. 9th and 10th will have lunch, followed by 11th and 12th homeroom. Then we go to period 3, then we go to period 4. So 4-period day, 90-minute classes, actually on Wednesdays. It's a little bit later because we have shorter, because we have a late start. We would normally have 40-minute classes if we had every class in the day. We're making it an 80-minute class. So you see 2 times here. The first one is every day except Wednesday. So if you were in the A period on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, you would have 8 o'clock to 9:30 first period. Wednesday, which will be the first day that we actually do this, and we'll be talking with the students about this on that orientation day on Tuesday. We'll make sure they understand this, just like I'm trying to explain it to you parents right now. Period 1 will be an 80-minute period from 8:35, that's our late start Wednesday time, till 9:55. If you are in Algebra 1, Algebra, Geometry, U.S. History, Art, or Physics. And you'll get that schedule your first day of class when you're here. You can also log in a Power School. If you're a returning student, you have a Power School login information. You can check to see on that Wednesday which class I have. RB, Ron Briney. TE, Terry Elder. LS, Linda Schemenauer, and so on and so forth. It has who your teacher is, and it also has the time that it will meet. After that, on Wednesdays, we stay right in the same classroom, as you can see, and we do our time of grace video. We don't do chapel on Wednesdays. And I'll talk about chapel and how that's going to look in a little bit. So we have 10 minutes where we do our time of grace video. We're going to have journaling this year, where students will have a journal for the days that we have time of grace videos, where they can jot down a few thoughts, keep those throughout the year, and have their own journal from those time of grace videos. Period 2, then, you get 3 minutes of passing time, and you head to your period 2 class, and you can see which ones meet on the A block. If you don't have one, you'd be in a study hall, and we haven't put the study halls in here yet. Then you go to either lunch or homeroom, and the classrooms aren't listed where you'll have 9th and 10th homeroom. Lunch, for that many kids, you say, how are we going to make that work? I'm going to be doing a lunch one, but just so everybody's aware, it'll be in 2 different rooms. We'll have the MPR, which is our cafeteria, with distanced seating arrangement where people can eat. And then we'll also have the classroom right next to it, room 107, with distance going on. So lunch can be handled easily enough with the number of students we have, with both having the same lunch. Food will be delivered to them. We'll talk about that in a minute. Or not in a minute, in another video. Then they switch, and then period 3, you can see, starts at 12:20 to 1:40. And then you have these classes meeting during that 3rd period. Again, if you don't have one, you would be in a study hall. And we'll have maybe 1 or 2 different study hall rooms, depending on how many students are in study hall during that. And then period 4 are a whole bunch of different classes as well. 1:43 to 3:03. On Wednesday, you would get done at 3:03. On Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, you get done at 3:03 instead of the 3:15. And that is simply because we don't have all of those different passing periods, 3-minute passing periods in there, so it actually cuts our school day a little shorter, which means that's probably good. Less time that we have in the school together, so another good positive thing for this. So that's the A day. The B day, I'm not going to go through the times. The times are no different, but you can see accounting, Spanish 1, algebra 2, biology 9, and English 10 meet first hour, and chapel. You can see which ones meet period 2, so on and so forth, which ones meet period 3, and which ones meet period 4. So you'll have every other day. So Wednesday, the first week of school, will be A. Thursday will be B. Friday will be A. And then when we come back to school on Monday, we'll be in B. And it's just going to get something that the students and teachers will get used to. It'll be posted on our Google Classroom which day it is, so that you can just, if you forgot what did we have on Friday, and when I come back on Monday, what is it? Or if you've gone for a couple of days and you can't remember what day are we on, you can just jump on our Google Classroom. It'll just say A, B, A, B, A, B. And that's right on the website. One last thing that you should look at, I'll go back to this, if in this, and also in the email that I'm going to send, it will have this actual block schedule, which has the whole thing all listed out for you. And it also has what are those abbreviations and who are those teachers right on the actual block schedule. So you'll be able to access this. Students, you'll get this on your first day of school. But remember, your first day of school is not this schedule. It's going to be a normal period 1, period 2, period 3, period 4, period. We're going to do an 8-period normal, just so you get to see every one of your teachers on that orientation day. So everybody should be here at 8 o'clock on Tuesday, and all freshmen should be here on Monday at 8 o'clock as well for your special freshman orientation on the 24th. Everybody at 8 o'clock on Tuesday. We'll give you a schedule for that day, which will be a unique schedule. We have a lot of homeroom time where we get to talk about the procedures and the policies and how things are looking throughout the school year. I'm going to talk about chapel real quick now, just because I have a few more minutes. The chapel is going to be a little different as well. So we realize that gathering our entire student body together is something that is probably not something we want to do every day like we typically do. Although the benefit of gathering together around God's Word is why we exist. And we're going to do that just a little different. The first day of the week and the last day of the week, no matter what days those are, the first day of the school week and the last day of the school week, we will actually meet in the gym for chapel, and we'll be spread out. We'll be spread out at a safe distance, and it'll be 15 minutes or less that we'll do an actual worship service. That'll be the first and last day. The middle 3 days, depending on the week, if it's a shorter week, the middle 2 days then, whatever the middle days are, we will be in classrooms doing our time of grace videos. So we'll be doing a little bit more of that this year. And obviously, when they're in classrooms, they're distanced. We feel like it's a little bit easier to manage that environment. So we're doing that more this year. And we're going to do that all school year, no matter kind of what happens, just because we put our chapel schedule out for pastors that come in and for our teachers who do the chapel so they can plan. So just so you're aware, chapel is going to be a little different, but gathering around God's Word will not change. We'll still offer that every single day, obviously through our religion classes, through our Christ-centered worldview, taught through each one of our classes, and then opportunities as a class or as a school twice a week to do our normal chapels. So I know that's a big change. It's a big change for a lot of people. We've been working on this for the last week or so, and I'm really excited about it. And we're going to do it, like I said, as a trial basis. So with that, I hear knocking at my door. I hear my phone ringing. I got somebody who needs me. So Lord's blessings to you. Please contact me and let me know how I can be of assistance and answer any of your questions about the block schedule. And I'm sure you'll hear more about it coming up soon. God's blessings to all of you.